Shaker, right? Like, I would expect them to do really well versus a lane like this. So that's what I'm just hoping to see, because that could breathe some light and hope into Tempest early on, if this Viper is getting really farmed.
Yeah, you've commented on that previously, as we'll jump into game now, where I forgot what the lane was. It was some really strange off lane, wasn't it? With a Shaker +1. And all the Shaker did was just secure range creeps and then eventually kind of left and let that lane break down a bit.
Yeah, they had the Weaver. They last picked the Weaver.
That's right. That's what the game was. Yep.
And that was very unfortunate.
You called that one into question, which allows me to call into question for you, Pi. Who's going to get the first triple kill this game?
First triple kill. Okay, I do expect Navi to win. So let's go with the Shadow Fiend.
Oh, you think SF's going to get the... Okay. I'm going to go with Solo, you know? I just think it's...
Yeah.
You know, it's always the Undyings that, oh no, Soul Rip and Decay, my Tombstone zombies. Sorry, guys. I died. I'm expecting. I believe in the 5s.
No one versus... okay, this mid lane will be interesting. Like, if anyone can really, like, showcase how a matchup should go, it's no one. So I'm curious to see, like, how this will go. Shadow Fiend versus Void Spirit.
Yeah, again, I've tended to see this one go a bit more SF favored, but nothing super bad. And I think Sebas, of course, having picked into it, he knows what he's up against and he can prepare accordingly for it.
Yeah.
But if ever a Requiem hits this Void Spirit, he is usually just dead instantly. Doesn't really have the HP or the resist to get through those cloaks. Sorry, the Shadow Ray stacks. Solo tried to steal a lot of strength here early on, and now he doesn't even have a path back home. Sebas with first blood here for Tempest.
Nice, that's huge. Like, that's really nice. Like, this guarantees you that you'll get the bottle on the Void Spirit. Because this is one of the rough parts in this matchup, right? Like, Shadow Fiend can sometimes just hit these races so good that you're missing that 100, 150 gold. But now with the first blood, you're basically guaranteed.
And no one went for a bit more of an aggressive, raise. So Sebas actually denies the first range creep. Not usually how this goes when you take Shadow Rays level 1.
Yeah.
So a very good start for Sebas, all things considered, especially if he can continue to get the CS under tower.
Yeah.
Looks like he'll lose his own range creep there. No one with a deny.
I almost feel bad.
Draken. He should be okay. Solo's going to continue giving chase. Poison attack stacking up. Sladin has already used Fissure. Sladin.
He's got Fairy Fire.
That's got to defend him here. And that'll be probably a stick planted and another Tango consumed here just to get that HP back.
Yeah. I think you just play here. Maybe even die. Like, can't care.
12, yeah. Decay stacks already. Viper down to a paltry 480 max HP. You can see even Batoon with that point in multi-shot even maybe thinking about being a bit cheeky here. The Solo doing really great work already in this top lane. Yeah, 16. And you are just not trading very effectively right now against this Undying. Okay, truck in. Get the Fissure out. It's also going to do work here to stun up Solo. But the multi-shot coming on through. Draken, okay, Fairy Fire and underneath the tier 1 tower, he'll live.
Yeah, let's see. Does he have some regen coming? Like, he's got a salve on this way.
Good. And if Sladin can contest this pull, okay, it's good enough. Sometimes getting this long pull can be a bit difficult if you don't cut one of these trees, in my experience. But Solo, either way, is unable to stop the lanes from pushing. So it should be at least a little bit of farm now for Draken. A bit of a win there. Now bottom, though, is where there's a little bit of action, but the Morph lane has a fairly comfortable matchup here into the Primal Beast. Anytime he gets a little bit upset and starts stomping around, you can just hit him with an Adaptive Strike. Your shift rate is good enough, even at level 1, to not be too concerned.
Yeah, seems... should be a good matchup, especially with the Jakir here early, just spamming away the regen.
Yeah. And this mid lane has started to go a little bit more the way I expected things to go when I saw this pick. You can see no one now comfortably bottling up a rune. He's got nearly max Necromastery for his current level. Yeah, just going to be keeping Sebas very low on HP for a good time.
Yeah, but you can check the net worth. Like, Sebas, if he doesn't die here, he's still in an okay position. Because no one is also buying a bunch of mangoes.
It's true. No. Oh, Sebas. Bottle sip, looking to turn, trying to fight, but ultimately can do nothing there against no one. Who is going to eat a lot of tower shots on the way out.
Yeah, but he's fine. That's unfortunate. Like, it was 0.5 seconds for those Shadow Ray stacks to run out there. But unfortunately, he went in a bit too early and no one got to reapply them.
That's going to be, unfortunately, a mistake there. That's going to give no one a pretty big break. Mango Connoisseur continuing to munch on those to make sure he's got enough mana to continue throwing out the harass as necessary. Top lane, they also did go for a kill. No one did drop a tombstone, but without a stun or enough decay stacks, Draken simply just TP'd back to his tier 1 tower and is continuing to get some CS in.
Yeah.
Good job by Vatoon. I like to see this a lot from tier 1 cores. They actively participate in making sure supports can, you know, actually engage in the pull. He's there and he's stopping Sladin from doing just about anything.
Sladin tipping mid.
He has, and the fissure onto no one. Resonant Pulse here is going to give a little bit of damage block, and Sebas actually reaching in for the kill.
Yeah, that feels good. He kills you and you get a little kill back there. That's very nice.
At all. Eyes even being forced to take a bit of damage. He's got a salve though. As soon as that liquid fire runs out, he might drop his bracer and heal back up to full. There he goes.
The Morphling, yeah, Morphling's doing good. Just farming up. Seems alright down there. I mean, the only thing what I was worried about is the Viper here. It's not doing very well. And I was hoping they would do a little better than this. But it's not completely too late, but Drow is already level 4, right? And when she hits 6, that's when it can get really hard. There's a lot of damage coming out of her then.
Yeah, I think a lot of this experience you're talking about for Drow and her advantage has been thanks to Solo. I mean, he did a fantastic job of doing a 1v2 early. I mean, his inventory has shown for that, right? He's literally only got Wind Lace. Now finally the boots delivered, but lots of consumables early to make sure that he can skirmish appropriately. Did take a death, but you know, you do what you have to.
Yeah. Nah, because right now it's hard. Drow Ranger has like 1,000 more net worth, so. Okay, he just drops a tomb here for the stack. It's nice. I'm gonna guarantee them a lot of levels.
Things are like, you know, starting to look a little scary, especially with no one now level 6, well before the Void Spirit. A half level advantage and 10 stick charges here for Sebas, so he's not so worse for wear as he might appear.
Yeah.
But certainly a comfortable lane stage here for no one outside of the one death he does take. Well, maybe this, they're going to look to try and double him up on those deaths. Sebas limited on mana. 10 wand charges is going to give him 150 mana. Enough at least for his spell combo as it currently is.
Regen here. Oh, he gets it.
No one does get it. And there's still no level 6 for the Void Spirit. He's going to end up using the Requiem even. He takes in I think, an unstandard point in it early. Will it make the difference here in this team fight? Stalin with the stick, trying to go around the tree for no one. And once again, just being annoying, but is eventually going to get caught and killed.
Yeah.
I don't know if you see Requiem taking at 6 so much. I know it used to be kind of just max Shadow Rays, max Necromastery, and maybe take it at level 10.
You see it more and more now, right? Because it's kind of a disable. We saw it earlier in the game where a Tiny tossed back into Requiem, and I think Shadow Fiend was only level 7 or so.
Oh, nice usage of the skill point there from no one. Well done.
At least Primal Beast is also suffering.
That he is. He's going to even take a death here. Ice Path. Stun up Sweet and Strong and prevents him from looking for a return kill onto Kotaro.
So Kotaro is having a really nice game. Even better than the Drow, actually. And Viper is like at least not completely shut out, right? Like his farm is quite bad, but hopefully he'll catch up a bit.
Yeah, I mean he's got levels. He's got levels. He's nearly up to level 6. He's been denied a bit with the 9 denies, but he's got 8 of his own. And it's not going to quite give him 6, but it'll be a nice little bounty of gold here, dragging that flag bearer under tower.
Yeah, I mean, whenever I see Viper, I'm always wondering, like, what would Amar do? Would he have 2 points in Nether Toxin here? Perhaps stacking his own hard camp? I'm not sure. I'm not sure how you're supposed to do it.
Well, the 3 points in poison attack are going to be useful for the kill onto Solo. Not quite level 6 for the Viper. Still just needs about a creep or 2, and he'll get that. Definitely
a very well needed kill, though. He's probably not feeling too bad. Maybe they can even...
Fissure in 1. But Vatoon, he's got marksmanship, of course, in the right with a shaker next to him. He's not going to be able to proc. They're diving.
They're going for it. Yeah.
They are diving. Solo is going to return. They're even committing another TP in. It's an easy kill there for the Draken. If it's a marksmanship, it didn't need to be.
Oh, very. I think he thought he would hit 6 there, right? But none of the creeps died. So he's just level 5.9999. And diving a tower, dying.
He gets 6 right after as well, I think. But outpost or something, give him that experience. Sebas has switched up once, twice. Finds himself up here into the fissure now. Requiem of Souls is ready. Continuing to be interrupted though. Enchant Totem now continuing to try and get the work done, but no one. He will prevail. He's going to get off his Requiem. Oh, and the Shadow Raise stacks a 1-2-3 combo. No one low on HP and mana, but gets the kill onto the Void Spirit. Well, that is trouble. That's trouble for Tempest. Hopeful from Lies, but you know, just tested him. Yeah. Just testing Kotaro's reaction time there.
So really, if you see his skill build here on Morphling, it's pretty cool. Only 2 points in attribute shift. And he has maxed his waveform. Oh.
Valuing the jump distance here, perhaps.
Yeah, and also I think it increases your farm speed. Like if you have enough mana, of course, to use it. He's going Dragonlance though, so a little low on mana.
Yeah, for sure. But I like that note, right? Just kind of waveforming into each wave, clearing the wave a little bit faster. A little bit more damage, although, as you say, I don't think he really is looking to fight for now. Oh, Solo. He's going to go ahead and drop the tip on Sebas as he scans him up top lane. Yeah. In the meantime, Vatoon just chilling underneath the tower. Solo as well, hiding out, you know, hoping that the side shopkeeper returns, but no such luck. All the same, though, dodging out the gank from the Void Spirit, dropping him a tip. Well read. Well read, Navi.
Oh, wow. Kalki going crazy here. Okay, fine. Sometimes when you alpha up, you know, it works out. They back up.
Yeah. Just gotta scare them a little bit. Make them believe that there's more heroes behind you.
Bounty.
A little bit. Do a ward check, you know, if they kill you there. That's probably warded, guys. I was checking for a ward.
Yeah.
Mid lane, though. Finally, it's Navi who are going to secure a second rune. I believe Tempest have gotten 2 since. Unfortunately for no one, it's another regen. Not so unfortunate. He'll be able to put it to use here and farm a couple of stacks at the very least.
They're going top here, but the Tombstone, silence.
The Fissure. Oh, they might be able to pick up a kill onto Vatoon as well, but Draken's actually getting beat back by Solo 1v1.
But here
It's
goes
going to be
Sebas.
a little bit more damage, and now Sebas is in right onto Vatoon. Slavin as well, doing as much damage as he can, and with the right click, Sebas has the kill. They've lost only the Jakiro. Spell Stolen is going to be that green Dissemblate now that Sweden Strong is carrying. Decent Fissure, but not enough follow-up damage. Slavin's going to have to give up the chase. Nice rotation in there from Sebas, and the Viper lives.
Very nice play. I'm a little surprised that the Primal didn't TP into help, but I guess this is fine too. Like, he just keeps getting some farm bottom.
He's got a full Hood of Defiance to show for it. Soon to be a Soul Ring, and then I imagine straight BKB for Primal. That'll be all over in these fights, I think.
Okay. So game is still... Like, they have this nice that Kotaro is not feeling any fear. He's just sitting bottom, top net worth. And this, as you told me before I even watched these guys, this seems to be the... like the story of them. Kotaro always has a game, and then unfortunately, a lot of the time, no one else has a game.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of been the play style, right? That SA really, when they first breached onto the scene, kind of course, with Beast Coast and Extra back then, right? I think the Pain Gaming, those guys over in Kiev were a little bit different, right? They were a little bit more team fighty, as far as I remember. It wasn't casting Dota back then, so can't say for sure. But yeah, I mean, it's still very much a predominant playstyle here. You know, you've got Pakaz on Thunder, still of course Hector on Beast Coast, and the playstyles have changed and updated a bit, but at its core, South America has got some very reliable cores. You give them the space, you give them a hero they might be able to 1v9 on, and sometimes they'll carry you some games.
Yeah.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
I mean, I'll say the difference though, like Whisper, for example. Like, I would compare him to... I mean, he's better than Force, right? But like, he's a very strong player that it's not often you see him lose his lane. Like, he knows exactly what he wants to do.
He doesn't like to lose.
He doesn't like to lose, period, I guess. But
he's learned some in-house stuffs. You know, he's even the one who's, you know, you deny a creep in his face, and he sits up a little bit in his chair and goes, "Okay,
yeah,
I didn't know we were denying."
I can believe that.
Hero here, and now Draken looking to make a play. They're going to commit here. Viper Strike stolen. Can he cast it? Likely yes. Actually, no. They're going to actually kill him from out of range. Nicely done there on Tempest.
Ooh, TP out too.
TP out. Very nice. Just a surgical strike there, essentially. Only catching his support, sure, but it's something, right? And Viper, he can certainly use all of this bonus kills just to help him recover a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, what I'm basically hoping this game is that either Viper or Void Spirit manages to keep up in farm here. Because I've seen this story way too many times where they don't. And like, it's just too hard for one hero to do everything. especially when you're countered a little bit.
Leave Tempest, they actually smoke underneath a Navi ward. And now Navi looking to strike back. But Tempest with the ward here. They do see this tombstone, and they don't like the way this fight's looking. Unfortunately for Draken, he's going to have to stick around. Broken, but still stomping. His Primal Beast gets the kill there onto the Viper. Shaker able to TP away. No chance to use the slam there for him.
And I'm wondering, okay, so he's going for Yule Scepter as first item on Void Spirits. It's not very common. And I don't really understand it. Like, the only thing I see is the Gust, right? But that's on a Drow Ranger. It's not really there fighting as much.
Yeah, it could be Gust. I'm also, part of me thinks that this might be a response to the Shadow Fiend. You know, just trying to avoid Requiem at all costs. You can see how quickly he can go off from 100 to 0 if he's caught by the, a little pause by Kotaro, if he's caught by the Fear. I've seen it on occasion. It's still, of course, useful for the setup, right? But I agree, generally, it's not so much been the build here for the Void Spirit.
No, because it worries me, because it's more of a support item, right?
Yeah.
So I want one of them to, like, let's get some farm here. Like, let's go Kaya first or whatever. Let's get fat.
Have you given a go at the support Void Spirit? Are you speaking from experience?
Oh, I mean, it's not the same there, right? But yeah, I mean, definitely, if you play position 4 Void Spirit, you can rush E-Blade if you want. It's a decent build.
Solo, he's, I think, going to go on a warding mission and lose his life here. Finds a couple too many heroes.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm not sure what he was doing there. This ward's about to expire, so they'll kill him anyway. Maybe a small opening here. He's down for 20 seconds. They're trying to push mid. Kotaro as well, leading the boys up to the high ground. I like this. It's a little opportunistic, though, and of course, it's a short cooldown. Tombstone is max, and he'll be TPing in here in just 5 seconds. With Sladin, yeah, he was in position maybe to try and flank this fight with an Echo Slam, but they're going to have to give this one up.
Yeah. I mean, at least one more positive here is that Sladin is very close to Dagger. And that's pretty good.
Yeah, even in that game where he had Draken playing Weaver, which I mean, wasn't phenomenal. He got a really fast wing. Okay, well, this is, well, not a kill into Morphling. Instead, it's a kill elsewhere onto Katyu, who is caught. Navi, of course, they were also initiating on this Observer Ward next to the outpost that's about to expire. They got one Sharpshooter proc onto the Morphling. I got a little bit scared because the Gust hit him before he shifted.
Yeah. One thing I don't like if you've seen Tempest here, right? Like, I don't think they farmed Ancients once. And that worries me. I think that's like the biggest farm difference here, is that no one is farming the Ancients. And I think Draken can do that. She just, whatever, like, just, yeah, he has 3 points in Nether Toxin. Just go farm. Farm the Ancients, man. Get fat.
Choice for now. Tempest with a ward, by the way, behind this tier 1 tower of Dire. Maybe still trying to find a fight there. 3 points as well in Ice Path. They're going to contest the 16-minute rune. Spawns bottom. That's going to avoid a little bit of a clash.
Yeah. Sladin desperately looking for his dagger bottom.
Close is he now? Oh, he's very close. Yeah.
Radiant are scanning.
So much so that he's going to commit a scan just to ensure he's not going to die farming the wave. There he goes. That'll be Blink. Oh, not quite. Sorry. Oh, no, it is Blink. 22.
He got it.
He got it. We're good. Does he have enough for the smoke as well, though? Oh, he's a better support player than I am. He already has the smoke in his inventory.
Yeah, he's ready.
Yeah. Allies. Gonna make a jump top lane. Oh, but a nice interrupt here. They've got Macropyre, but this is a tanky Primal Beast, especially now that he's used the barrier. But they've bursted through the barrier, now with Kotaro providing some physical damage. Will it be enough? Yes. Kotaro even is gonna pick up the kill.
Extremely, what do you say? Not positive, like, yeah, I don't know what he expected there with Primal Beast.
Optimistic.
Optimistic is the word I'm looking for.
Yeah.
A very optimistic play right there, but all right. Can do some stuff.
No one? Oh, he's under Sentry. I think the reaction from Katyu, it didn't sell him. I think no one, he knows there's a ward there. He's not falling. He's not going into his death over there. But yeah.
No, overall now I think Navi are pretty happy that the game is going. But Tempest, they still kind of have all the pieces they need. Very farmed Morphling, like already Manta and Dragonlance closing in on BKB. They have Dagger and Shaker. Only Viper a little behind there. Would be nice if he was a bit closer to BKB, already had it. But yeah, they're kind of ready to fight.
Well, he didn't actually go for treads either. Went for the null tally and a wraith band. So some stats. Usually I see Vipers just with power treads and Dragonlance, you know, attacking at a rate I don't quite expect. But we'll see here how he continues to do, especially in this fight. There's a Blink Echo. That'll be the biggest thing here. I'm sure Na'Vi are probably aware, since they haven't seen Shaker on the map for about 3 minutes. He's holding on to it. So they're playing a little bit more patiently as the smoke from Tempest is going to expire. Actually, now Na'Vi take this opportunity where they smoke underneath a ward, I believe, of Tempest, and they're going to try and make a move. Slavin with great positioning here. He's got a ward as well.
Can they burst him?
Covered. Can they burst him is the question. A nice blink away in time. Draken in the meantime with a Viper Strike on delay. He's going to find himself pulverized. His solo has not yet committed the tombstone to this engagement. There it goes next to the tier 1 tower. Everyone's still alive for now. Draken, of course, worse for wear, but caught behind enemy lines and killed his lies. He's the first to go in this engagement. Yep. Tombstone is going to be promptly and swiftly finished off. An advantage towards Tempest.
Yeah. Very nice part in this teamfights is Morphling just becoming undying and dropping a tombstone. So you have tombstone versus tombstone. It's
makes things difficult for Na'Vi to follow lives.
Yeah.
No, maybe even difficult to defend this tower.
Oh, it should be very difficult. No BKB on Shadowfiend. Like if you show, oh, nice deny though.
Oh, there it is. Oh no, that was last game we needed to deny, not this one. Still looking for that first triple kill this match, of course, Pi.
Yeah.
But now Na'Vi are going to be down a tower. A nice defense out from Tempest. Not having Tombstone, of course, ready to go means that they're better off just farming up and getting that core item back online. Like you said, BKB still on cooldown for no one. Other major items here coming online. BKB in the quick buy for Quitado. He's not committed here for either of the items and is halfway to that item now himself.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he needs to pick it up. It's quite necessary this game because he wants to be able to just go in, and without BKB, there's just too many like weird silences, stuff that can hit you.
Trow Ranger is going to finish up the Dragonlance as well. Finishing up the Hurricane Pike, pardon, before going back for Manta. So that's going to be next on the docket for Tune.
Yeah, Primal also trying to get his BKB. He's been, like you gave me the word, the optimistic. Like how he died mid-2 behind the...
Yeah, definitely the strength of the hero not matching his expectations.
Okay, they're going.
They Echo Slam. No one's going to BKB. Requiem being channeled and completed. That'll send Tempest back across their side to the river. But no immediate follow-up from Na'Vi to keep heroes in place. Quitado not nearby. The Tune was hopeful that maybe he'd get a couple of marksmanship procs onto anyone, but no one there to be grabbed. Soon strong, by the way, with the Blink Dagger. That might be a big one here. Instant lift versus a Void Spirit. Oh, okay. No Echo Slam. No Requiem, no BKB for the SF, and into Roche goes Tempest.
Yeah. They have no one really to tank it, but it seems to be dying quite fast. Let's see here if Na'Vi smoke up. They do.
The vision here around the Roche, but it's all for Tempest, especially this cliff being held. Katyu in position as well to break smokes. Down goes Roche. Aegis into the inventory of the Morphling. They might lose Katyu for this as he's going to be ran over as Lies finds his man. It's the Viper. He's deleted from a marksmanship proc by Vatoon. But it's going to be Tempest who snatched this Aegis here.
It's not bad. Unfortunately, they're still a bit behind in farm here. At least the Morphling is very, very strong now. Maybe you do go for another item than BKB now, when you have this Aegis. Some more damage, perhaps.
Lies is still undying form here. He's got it for a couple more seconds. Yeah, but he's going to, I think, hold on to the Tombstone cooldown. It is shared, of course, so you can't just remorph again and get a refreshed Tombstone, essentially.
Yeah.
It's almost Manta now for Vatoon. They're looking to dispel this game here. Was it just the illusions, a little bit of space made, potentially, by the Manta style that he's looking for?
No, it's also to get away from the gust, right? Like that silence is so long.
It's true.
And it also, I mean, and you're right, also just for pushing out waves. It's good for killing Tombstone. And it's just very nice stats for a Morphling. It's like the perfect Morphling item. Generally though, Morphlings either have a Falcon Blade or a Bassi, so he's a little low on mana.
That's actually, yeah, good call on that. Doesn't have either. He's got a Van Brace at least, as well as, of course, the Treads. Is he double swapping here? I want to see. Didn't do it on this occasion. So I do wonder if he's considering that. Sladin down bottom in the meantime, finds a fissure. No one, of course, is unperturbed and will push on. He's got the 15 talents. Presence aura affects buildings, and he's just going to take down the tower. The cheeky voice line from Blitz to boot.
Yeah.
He's not double swapping here on the Vambrace and the treads. I mean, it's, you know, I was just curious, really. I thought of of any carry player. I thought Morphling players definitely would have been the ones to double swap for extra stats, but not the case here.
Navi's setting up top now.
Now maybe they can catch on. There's an ice path, though. It does catch a couple of heroes, but Kotaro falling fast. Okay, a waveform away in time. However, Lies still doing his thing here, and with BKB active, still slowed by the Viper Strike, but he's going to be able to get the kill there, at least onto Katyu. Solo is going to be sniped, however, by Sebas in the meantime.
Yeah.
That means they're without Tombstone in this fight. If Tempest, that is, want to continue this, and I'm not sure. Sladin is smoked up, has Echo Slam yet again, hiding in the Roche pit. He's thinking about it.
Morphling very close to Skadi here. He's basically, yeah, 2 ultimate orbs in his backpack.
I know Lies does not have buy here. Or sorry, BKB, I should say. He's in the engagement. Navi as well. Still on the hunt with Toon. With Shadow Blade. Looking for something, but Tempest aren't going to stick around for too long. They'll continue farming.
Yeah. Looking like they still want that top tower. I think it seems like either Navi will smoke soon to go there, or they'll just give it up.
With Aegis still on the Morphling here for another minute and 45 seconds. So close to that Scotty. They're going to smoke again, previous to it. 100 gold until it's ready, but Sebas, once again, is going to be the one to breaking smokes here. Jumping again onto Solo. Wants to make sure there's no Tombstone in the fights. Is lifted, however, by Sweden Strong. But now support's incoming here. Careful. Echo Slam still ready. And Navi's certainly aware of that. Look at their spacing.
Yeah, no. Morphling really doesn't want to go in because it's just 80 gold away.
Smokes here. Jumping again onto Solo. Wants to make sure there's no Tombstone in the fights. Is lifted, however, by Sweden Strong. But now support's incoming here. Careful. Echo Slam still ready. And Navi's certainly aware of that. Look at their spacing.
Yeah, no. Morphling really doesn't want to go in because it's just 80 gold away from Skadi.
There it is. It's on the way now. Being fetched to him from the Dire secret shop.
Yeah.
We'll be here in about 10 to 15 seconds, but Navi might not give him enough time. At least not no one. He's not too interested. Oh, is there detection here? Okay, there's Scotty online. No one. Oh, with the Requiem. Okay, there it goes. That's going to be maybe Kotaro's first life as he'll pick him off. It's only Requiem. BKB ready to go once again for this Primal Beast. Of course, no one still has his, but now the counter initiation here. No one is going to BKB up. Draken is being absolutely destroyed there. Didn't stand a chance. No one. And that'll actually send Tempest scattering a bit. Well, he's trying to regroup here. Lies. He's going to use his BKB now and the pulverize onto Katyu. Spatoon credited with the kill there. That one didn't go quite right. Tempest, I think they're going to be bringing in a sentry ward or two for their next push.
No, that's just, it's a little difference between the teams there, right? Like just skill level. You should, it's very sloppy not to have a sentry down there pushing this tower. Because I think this is a fight that they potentially could do decently well in. Like if Morphling gets to waveform in with Aegis, they could get something done there.
He gets to steal a Tombstone, put one down.
And even just like Shadow Fiend showing on a sentry, right? You just Echo Slam him and you try to
burst him.
Yeah, burst him.
Yeah, it's a bit... Yeah, I mean, you're right, not to pile on, but it's not even just SF with Invis, right? The Trial Ranger as well with one, and sure, she's unlikely to initiate, but, like you're saying, you see one of these squishy heroes under sentry, you just jump in and try and burst them.
Yeah.
It's going to be something, a lesson well learned there for Tempest, I'm sure.
Yeah. So now, I guess they kind of have to wait for BKB on Morphling, or for like a 5-man Echo Slam opportunity. Yeah.
And the damage not super lasting, with Otto still, with decent farm. Now well on his way towards BKB. A couple supports die in his wake, but let's see here.
Alright, let's see if now we finally give up this tower.
Now they might be happy to do so. They might be even forced to do so. Oh, that being said, BKB is ready again here on these cores.
No, they're done with it.
There's the sentry, yeah. There they go. They even, look at that. They even actually checked the cliff as well. That's how much that they got rattled after that one.
Yeah.
Making sure that there's no Tinker Ward that might have caused that fight to go lopsided. No one once again. He's going to see a sentry here.
Can't forget how strong, like, this Drow Ranger with Shadow Fiend. Like, when they're at range, auto-attacking together, they both get the marksmanship. Like, it's a lot of damage. How much? He gets 53 extra agility now on Shadow Fiend.
Yeah. Oh, okay. And there's going to be the, wow, just a kill, really, on the Viper. No chance to use BKB, and it really wouldn't have saved him versus the Drow. Yeah, that is a lot of... Actually, get 3 real backliners, it seems to me, right? This Rubik, Drow Ranger, and of course SF don't really want to be exactly where Lies is playing, you know, the way he is charging on in. They want to stand within attack range wherever he's pulverizing, but it seems like, you know, if they can reach those backlines with something like an Echo Slam, or if Sebas can get down there, some damage might be done.
Yeah, I mean, it's getting harder and harder, though. Drow Ranger with Hurricane Pike, BKB on Shadow Fiend, he's going for Satanic now, so... It's not that easy to get in there, you know?
They're amassing the items, right, to make them much more durable here.
Still only 7k though, so it is possible to get some sort of team fight going.
Yeah, no, I like the positioning from Tempest. They're always, you know, kind of within arm's reach of each other, spell reach of each other, making sure that you can kind of come in and support if fight were to break out, and that's actually what Navi's looking for now. I have really liked how aggressive they've been looking, and of course the counter initiations have been pretty on point. Lies seems to now, especially with BKB, have the survivability he needs to make these kind of YOLO onslaughts in and expect the team to actually get the damage in behind him.
Yeah.
That must have felt good. Not you. I almost thought you were a Dire hero for a second. But that was here as well. And there's a Fissure. Tempest, they're going to fight this one. After starting at a 4v5 solo, is going to die. Did not get the tombstone down in this fight, but you can bet your bottom dollar Potato did. Draken, yeah, no chance to BKB. Telekinesis pulverized for good measure. It's only going to leave Tempest with 1 move to make, and that's up into the Roche pit. Unbeknownst to them, though, a stroke of luck from Gaben. 90 seconds until Roche is up.
Oh, you can see Seba's frustration there. He's drawing the arrow for how Draken should have walked all the way in the lane over there. Yeah.
Dire's courier has been killed.
Kotaru snapping a chicken, though. That's something. Get something going for them.
Not bad. Crow going down.
Oh, are they gonna run in? Oh, he canceled
the TP. Wait, he canceled TP. And I think they were expecting to fight here, not with a stolen fissure. You're not fighting into that. And Sebas and Kotaro, they're gonna die at a rapid rate here. Okay, the fissure actually from Sweden Strong holds back Navi. Who put this fissure there?
Okay, that was quite a blessing there that Morphling got to get out.
That's when you don't want to have the Arcana equipped, so you can point fingers and say, no, he's got Aether Lens. That's why his fissure's so long, guys, I promise.
Oh yeah, just overall, just having Fissure on Rubik is huge. It's so strong.
Yeah, it's one of the better, I mean, it's a great Rubik game, isn't it, right? Ice Path is amazing to steal. I mean, there's the value of Fissure. I mean, look how long the thing is. Yeah. And speaking of things that are long, I mean, things that are not long is Draken's lifespans here. He's really just been getting caught time and time again.
This game is just, it's not been his game. It's not getting anything done, unfortunately.
That's been the case. And Tempest, they've done well to be on the enemy side of the map. They've got some wards down still here. They've been playing, you know, looking for pickoffs and whatnot. But they've kind of been forced to rally back in their base. Here they go now, making a smoke play down bottom. Yeah. Looking for someone to be caught up by Navi, but Navi have their eyes set elsewhere. The Roche is up, solo as well. The Flesh Golem active. They're going to rip right through this Roche. Yeah, this feeling right here, you're going to, like, when the Roche dies, when you're in smoke at the bottom side, it's not a good feeling. It's a sinking feeling. Yeah. So, something like a gut punch to your stomach there.
Yeah.
And Navi as well, maybe looking for a 1-2 combo here as they'll smoke out of the pit. Likely sweep across the map where they do see Kotaro farming. A wave down bottom. They've TP'd even now. Yeah. They still have stolen fissure for a good amount of time.
Oh, he can stun him for a long time here. Let's see.
Yeah,
he's going to go for
as
it.
Well, ready to interrupt. Here's the Drow Ranger. Her smoke is going to break now. The Silver Edge crit and the break. Oh no, Slathin, he was expecting to be able to defend there, but even he feels a bit defeated by that. Hands off the keyboard by the time he goes down.
Yeah. Seba's split pushing.
He's doing what he can. He'll force back maybe a hero, but it looks like he's not going to be able to cut a wave mid, so the tier 3 tower siege mid lane is going to persist. Lay's taking some serious damage here from range from the tower. Going to be forced back. And there goes Sebas. He's now cut a wave mid lane, but they still have one here. Oh, and wow, they've just deleted Katyu.
Yeah, gone in a second. Yeah, it seems like Sweden Strong is actually blinking in on top of Heroes the Fissure because he has the Aftershock for that extra little damage.
That's, you're right. You do get that passive along with it. And a really great ward placed from some Omega range with Aether and Arcane Supremacy. There he goes again, by the way. As if Slathen wanted to get a fissure. Nope. You know, Sweden Strong's is that much better. Sebas as well being forced back to BKB. The Marksmanship proc. Oh, he does not miss uphill there. Batun even is going to get the silence onto Kotaro. He's got the Mantis style to fight this one off, but now the Pulverize in on in with no one. Look at that attack speed. GG forced out of Tempest. Na'Vi have been very clean in this game one.
Yeah. Very, very clean game. Like we could, you could like make up some plans for Tempest. Like you could kind of see like possibly there were positions where they could do something, but like it never felt quite there, right? Never felt like they could do it.
No, unfortunately not. This was a little bit more reminiscent of what Game 1 versus Na'Vi, which was a bit more one-sided. Game 2 was when they were the ones making plays. They were the ones swiftly in control of things and, you know, kind of deciding when and where, dictating